I love watching shit like that. Like even if it's corny shit. Like I follow this shit on Facebook that's like that just posts different stories of like just cool shit like house pets have done or just whatever. Like that one cat that like fended off 3 coyotes and it was like caught on their surveillance camera.
Oh, I didn't see
He's
that
literally
one. That's
just like,
crazy.
yeah, yeah, it was like 2 on one side and then 1 on the other, and he literally would just be like, "Wham!" and like swipe at them, and they run. And he just like didn't, and they talk about it after, and they were like, we didn't even know anything had happened at first because he just sauntered back into the house like nothing happened. And I was like, you're like,
Yo, we don't know what the
like,
fuck's going on.
Yeah, like they just heard him meowing a lot, and then he's just like chilling, just strolling through the house, like, "Where's my food at?" Another day in the neighborhood, just being a cat.
Just wearing his cardigan and everything, yeah.
Near death.
Oh my god, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. That was not my fault.
That's me when I come. Literally that whole thing. Just whoa.
That was
That's
not
my fault.
Jeez. You know what? You get blasted by a TIE fighter and fall off. Put that on a Reddit/FML.
Depends on the.
Dude, do you remember that website FML?
Yes.
Did you ever post stuff on it?
No.
I tried to post like funny stuff that didn't actually happen to me.
Right, it was just like
whenever that first came out, like in middle school,
Right, that was just like the blog site where it was just people are like, "Oh my god," so they just tell some like super embarrassing personal story, but anonymously.
Yeah, so then I would just say stuff like, I don't even remember, but if you were to post on fml.com now, what would it be?
Oh. I don't, I'm trying to think of things I can, like, say on a video.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Oh
my god, dude, I leveled up again.
You go first. I need time.
Okay, well, since it's anonymous, dude, like I said, I would just make stuff up. I would probably say something like, teacher saw my nudes
legit,
again, FML, or like, I don't know.
Legit, just like if I got the hunkering like that, just decided to post on that, just did that with my day, what would I post?
Yeah, I mean, cause dude, I'm in quarantine, I'm furloughed. That's the biggest FML right now in my life, but that's not really funny or interesting.
Yeah, I guess I'd make shit up too, but I don't know what I would make up right now.
Well, James, you're the one who's talking about starting into comedy, so you gotta work on your improv skills. I'm trying to help you out.
Oh, you know what? Okay, we could think of shit that's happening to other people I know.
And just let's leave names out, but yeah, tell their stories.
Right? Yeah. Thing. What happened? Oh. So when you try to get out of work by faking that your family member has a very serious virus.
No, really?
On a pandemic level scale.
No, really? That's what one of your coworkers did?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I was telling you about that. It was that girl.
You didn't tell me though that they were faking the family member fake coronas.
Her sister having COVID.
Oh man.
But she got caught, or I got caught because I posted on Facebook that we were all having a birthday party for my mom.
You dumb fool.
Posted pictures from the party.
You dumb idiot. James, what's that meme? You dumb
And
bastard.
then some ginger asshole showed my boss, and and now I'm in trouble, and I don't know if I still have the stop.
Oh shit. Yo, stop.
Yeah. Dude, you think stormtroopers are educated on the term consent?
Well, these aren't stormtroopers. But I mean, my question is, when did they stop being
Oh no, they're
clones?
rebels.
When did they stop being clones, and then when did they start being like, you know, episode 7 when it's just some random guy like Finn?
They stopped being clones when all the production and stuff got blown up in the last movie in the original series.
When
with
did the
Death
clone
Star.
stuff get blown up?
It was in the second Death Star and stuff. So they basically like it's kind of one of those behind the scenes, but also kind of crucial to the movie thing. Like you find it out through other Star Wars lore, kind of how they just like they go at, like they were making them in the Death Star, but they had some shit. They had like some sort of like deposit with Jango Fett's DNA. Yeah, he's the one that they used for the stormtrooper.
Yeah, I always get them mixed up.
But after, right, so after the people that were creating them, you know, died and stuff, they were just kind of like, yeah, we don't need to do all that, and you know, like that was a flaw or whatever, because they could be. I think it was like when the stormtrooper thing was being recreated, he was like, I wanna continue Darth Vader's work and like do Darth Vader shit. And you know, the generals and stuff that weren't clones and stuff were still part of the whatever order. And
Oh
shit.
yeah, you know what? That makes sense because Leia says, "Oh, you know, aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?" So that could be a little thing of like, "Oh yeah, they're clones still, so that's why he's short." I don't know.
No, yeah, they are clones in the original.
Yeah.
Like throughout all the originals, they're clones. It's a completely different army. Like when Kylo Ren runs the army, he gets recruits instead of
Right.
clones.
That's what I thought.
It's more of like a leader decision thing than like a random movie occurrence.
Yeah. Also, wait, James, you know what I just thought of?
What's that, Eric?
This doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it was actors in stormtrooper suits.
Come on. What?
Like at the end of the.
Okay.
No, but
Whoa.
no, that was a.
I mean,
But no, this game is no longer canon ever since Rogue One came out.
Oh yeah.
Rogue One literally like just takes over the storyline of this time period.
Yeah, I mean, this was made before Disney bought them out, and I think they pretty much said, like, everything, like, books and all that aren't canon.
I remember your brother was pretty adamant about letting us know that.
Yeah, he was bummed, because he read all those books, and he was like, no, like, that's what happens. And then Disney's...
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been kind of sweet to see Disney take some of those ideas. Can this just open?
No, it really won't. Dude, it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like when you get in, you know, and like when you're a certain level company, I guess it's kind of like, yeah, you know, you still obviously have to, you know, you get your money from your customers and everything, and you gotta kind of appeal to what they want, or obviously, or what you think they would want. But they're kind of also at this level where they're like, fuck it, dude, we're Disney, like, I want to do this, and like...
We want to make shitty movies, but it doesn't matter. They'll make the money.
Right, which is kind of like a baller move in a sense, but it's also like, all right, but you're just, you know, the people that are going to pay and see the project just like want something different, and you give that.
I mean, I've said this off camera. Literally, like once the Disney, Fox buyout. Pretty much when all these rumors, back when they were rumors, now they're like reality, started, I was like, Disney won't have to try anymore. And over the last couple of years, it's like, oh, they're really not trying. Because you see, people don't like the new Lion King. They don't like the new Aladdin. And they don't like the new Star Wars. And it's like, because why does it matter anymore? They'll spend, few $100 million on a movie, make most of that back, and if not, they're like, well, we have another movie coming out next week, so hopefully that one will do well. What's that?
Yeah, they make profit regardless. Like, people go and see these movies regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's that, and then on top of that, it's the fact that Disney doesn't just release a movie, all right? There's a toy line, there's calendars, there's
exactly.
Stuffed animals.
There's all the merch. It's all in a franchise, right, so it's gonna make money.
And even if it's absolute trash, it's like, oh, but my kid loves it, so I'm gonna buy it for my kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there really is no like.
There's no consequence. There's no point.
Right.
They don't have
like,
to.
why would they do all that? Right.
Exactly. It's
no, like
I'm sorry. You go.
I finished. I just said I do get it.
Yeah, but like, it's tough, right? Because they really do kind of have you by the balls. Because it's like, oh, I like Star Wars. I want to see a Star Wars movie, and then you see it, and you're like, that was shit. But you gave them their money,
right,
or your money, I mean,
right.
And
100%. It's theirs now.
Yeah, and yeah, of course, you can do whatever you want with it. And then now they're kind of trying to fix everything. Like Solo didn't do well, and Last Jedi didn't do well critically, but they all did well commercially. So it's like, okay.
No, right, exactly. They money was made. You know what I mean? It was just like. It was just the feedback on the movie wasn't fantastic. But that's kind of like, when you work at a restaurant that's getting like a ton of bad reviews, but you still are packed every night. It's kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Like, they're just salty Yelpers. Like,
that's a good way to describe it.
Right. I mean, it's just, why give a fuck? I mean, and I get it to that degree, and. As much as I say, oh yeah, like this was bullshit, all this, like, if they release a new Star Wars movie, you bet your ass I'm going to watch that. Like,
see, I don't know, man. I missed 2 already. Whoa, I kind of glitched into that. I didn't see Solo. I never will. I will probably see 9, just cause I've seen all the other ones in the trilogies, but I don't know, man. They really gotta wow me now.
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's gonna be the same with Marvel, where we've had 20-something movies, 10 years. It's like, you guys really gotta wow me, and I hope other people kind of feel the same way, because it's like, we've seen all this shit. What is this?
Superhero movies, from the bigger companies and stuff, were a little bit more scarce than they are nowadays. Like, you could fill up a ton of time watching Marvel movies and shit, but before it was kind of just like, a couple Spider-Man movies and
an unconnected Blade movie and an unconnected that movie.
Right.
Yeah, it's I think speaking of bad movies that do well, and also superhero movies that I never saw it because it didn't look very good, and then everyone said it wasn't good, but Venom did really, really well in the theaters, because all these people were like, oh, it's kind of shit, but like, we're gonna go see it, and that's fine,
right?
Because I think that's the same thing that happened with 50 Shades of Grey, where it's like, oh, like, we just kind of are seeing it for like the goof. It's like, but you and 4 friends all went to see it in theaters, and then they look at sales, and they're gonna say like, oh, opening weekend, this did really well. We should make more of these. And everyone's like, God, they're making all these shitty 50 Shades of Grey movies. Why are they doing that? They're so bad. It's like, but you're the one who went to see them.
Right,
Even if
because
it's
they're following the
ironically,
number.
your money is real, and
Right. No,
that's
I
what matters
totally
at the end of the
get it.
day. And I think Venom was kind of the same situation where it's like I'm sure it's passable. Um, I really wouldn't know, but now they're making a new one.
Oh, separate thought on that topic though. How many people do you think, out of all the people that said they were just going to see 50 Shades of Grey for the goof, actually went for just the goof? You know what I mean? And they were just like, how many people went and like genuinely was like, yeah, I want to like see it and everything, but they were too embarrassed or something.
That's true. Yeah, that could
I mean,
very well be it.
like, yeah, I don't know. I think that shit's funny though, because it's just like it's one of those things that's like I personally don't understand it. Like it seems like it just was is just another like romance novel for like wine moms.